Hello everyone, and welcome to a new strategy RPG playthrough, where I'll be taking a look at the Scions of the Summit demo made by Team Contrary, and I first saw this on Link King's YouTube channel. I'll link the video in the description where they advertised the demo, and it just looked like a lot of fun, and I found it mostly just because I was looking for a new Fire Emblem game to play now that I've finished up Ender Lilies. Since this is still in development at the time I'm recording this, I'll be giving some commentary to you guys, as well as some more directed to the developers as I go along, before hopefully a final review more at the end of everything. Before I jump in, I do want to say I have a small amount of experience with ROM hacking from Actual Lizard's Pride-themed game jam, where I made a single chapter hack where our channel mascot, Irina, and her friends Oscar and Flint navigate a horde of zombies in a very, very much puzzle. I turned Fire Emblem into a puzzle game, and I had a good time participating in that. But let's jump in. I have almost no information other than this is probably going to be fun. I like the music so far, and the art, initial art is great. Art's hard, so I do appreciate all the visuals on this. For millennia, the vernal goddess and the harvest goddess have blessed the 6 kingdoms of Sorosis with bountiful harvests, till the day the vernal goddess took her last breath. Well, it's too bad gods aren't immortal. Without her sister, the harvest goddess could only provide for 3 of the kingdoms at a time. For 10 years, 3 would prosper under her blessings, while 3 would suffer in famine, until she chose to switch sides, beginning the cycle of a decade of blessings followed by a decade of famine for all. But hope came when a group of founders from each kingdom joined together at a summit at the start of each decade, where the blessed would share their harvests with the famine. While bonds between kingdoms remained strong, no one would want for food. Today marks the beginning of a new decade. So we are going to be, I guess, probably negotiating for our country's well-being. Hello, Lord Lang. On the western border of Kentranos, a small group led by Crown Prince crosses over the Grand Mirror and making their way to the royal city. I think that one was an auto advance. Joined by his younger sister, Prince Phaline, and his most trusted allies, Astria and Estrada. He seeks to learn how to negotiate for the aid of his soon-to-be famine-ridden country. He chooses to confide in his longtime friend and heir to the throne of Grandmere, Prince Godric, after his older brother Corvus suddenly abdicated the throne, following an incident prior to the turn of the decade. Following a long study, Mithrius finds he isn't anywhere near where he wants to be, with the fate of his kingdom's survival now resting in his hands. Abdicating is very different than death, because that means his brother is still going to potentially betray us later. Alright, I think that's a pretty good list to start. Are in good standing, providing supplemental rations. Okay, this is probably part of the, just the software used to do this, but that's 3 lines of text, unlike Sacred Stones that only has 2. And if you arrange marriages, should be enough incentives for Grandmere to consider an alliance. But how much does this stuff even matter? Should mean a lot to Godric, but his advisors aren't going to care. War with our lad. Stahli is enough proof for them to argue that friendships don't always last. A supplemental food wasn't even close to making up for them to help us drive out those forces. There's got to be something else that would give them a reason to aid us over others. Of course. Why did you have to leave me with this mess? Lord Mithrius, your breakfast is ready. Just bring it here. With all due respect, my lord, I think you should take some time to practice negotiating with Lady Phelan before you meet with Prince Godric. I've been practicing all night as it is. We have a long day ahead of us, of travel ahead of us, you know? At least have breakfast with your sister. All right. On behalf of Kentranas, I'd like to share your signature mountain tea with you, Lord Estrada. A fellow coffee enjoyer. Is that what we're calling this? Soot? Still, I guess I've had worse. My apologies, drying the leaves was the only way to preserve them until today's meeting. But we can provide you with fresh leaves once our country's blessing returns. My brother can give you more details on what Kentranos has to offer in exchange for your aid the next decade. Honestly, this tea will probably kill me before my country sees another... Oh, poor guy. Having fun playing the role of Prince Charmless Estrada, maybe tone it back a little. Lady Phelan asked for realism, and I'm giving it to her. I doubt a real prince will be anywhere near as harsh. It's alright, Astria, I just wanted to practice a different scenario before Mithrius was able to help me. I'd like to, but I don't know if I've got the energy to. We need to move quickly. Oh, it's the bandit chapter! Hell yeah. Alright. We'll need to protect the people of Grandview. But who would even attack them? Oh. Wait, their own citizens are attacking? Okay, that's different. Oh, wait, it's... Oh, our citizens are invading them. Alright, I'm not going to be amazing at being honest. Oh, you call yourself a prince, but what have you done? I won't just sit back. I understand, but we need to act soon. Look, it's not that simple of a decision. We're protecting the people of Brandy. Alright, Mithrius, let's Oh, wait. Okay. I guess this is going to be our first map, so our own citizens. Okay, turn 1 to 14. This is interesting what this particular grid tile is. Gregory, what's the skill? Oh, dang, okay. And we get an elixir. Okay. Shield. Okay, so that's not a droppable shield. Okay, so this is interesting. So you need to take a lot of hits to die. You probably want to save some people. You are okay. Does this say what speed block is? Okay, so wait, you have +2 in your highest stat. Oh, okay. Mithrius, what do you got for me? Pass through enemies. And... okay. Okay, with a minor blessing. Conceal... okay. Alright, so then we have... okay, so that's unique. That's unique. Do you have skills? What is your skill? Okay, she can just use various blessings, and then here's our mage. Oh, okay, so he has the depth tutor, fireball. That it blasts people diagonally? Okay, so I was in the okay, so getaway. Can pass through enemies, okay. Alright, so you are our pre-promote. There's a lot of talks. How does Mithrius do? Not amazing. Just have a short sword. You also covered there. Alright, so probably the smart thing to do. We'll just... also, I don't know if her talks what spells. Okay. So that's just calm to reduce the critical stuff. Actually, yeah, this is a good question. How well can... oh, that's the aura for Adept Blessing. Okay. How well does Fireball do? 13. Okay, so that guy doesn't move. I know I'm taking a while to figure everything out on the start, but I just want to make sure I'm understanding all, like, the, engine, per se. I also don't want to throw someone at the mercy of a sword. Alright. So I don't think... okay. You know what? Wait, that's only 3 damage. Yeah, we can handle that. Well, I guess Mithrius ate that 3 damage off the 37. But now... wait. We go here. I guess we're gonna see whether or not talking eats our turn. Don't run too fast on the front lines. Don't worry. We are going to run incredibly quickly. Wait, does he just fully get his move? Was that boots in this conversation? Did you just... I guess maybe we just got the boots. Let's do battle background for off for right now. And you are gonna stand here with the basic axe so we don't get weapon triangle advantage. No, I'll just wait here for now. Oh, dang it. I'm sorry, Failene. I didn't realize that that guy walked. Wait, he's a sword? That's a lance dude. What? I'm so confused. I guess that's me from a sword, shield, lance. Okay. Blessings. Oh, okay, so there's a whole lot we can theoretically do. You know, we're just gonna see whether or not going to a village eats our turn. Okay. Alright, that sounds good. Blessing, okay, this is gonna be... My goodness. Alright, that is also a really nice sprite work. Okay, so this is going to... From the preview video, I looked and thought, it's like, wow, this is gonna be player phase heavy, but I think this is going to be a lot more player phase heavy than I even thought. There's just so many abilities you get to do, which is both amazing and terrifying at the same time. Okay, so maybe this is a item, since items are purple, it's like a 3-weapon 2-item system. Let's see, if you're... Let's double check to make sure they all have axes. Okay, and neither of them move. Wait, if neither of them move... Hold on. Does it say what getaway is in the skills? Activate to shove an enemy. And continue. Alright, we're just gonna try something. So we're gonna dash attack you. Okay, so I'm still in the menu, so I can't stop, but I can get away. Interesting. And I guess we're just gonna bash this guy with an axe. So we certainly moved a lot of spaces. Oh. They're just gonna go after guys, but I need to... There's a lot that needs to get done. I guess we're gonna chat. Failene, stay behind me. These people are desperate, and desperation does not differentiate between man or woman, let alone royal or common. Yes, I figure that diplomacy wouldn't exactly be the course for resolving the issue at hand. Right now, all we can do is resolve the ongoing conflict through violence if we must. Defense. Okay. I don't think we need to use... Wait, do you have the supply? Wait, that gives me extra avoid. So what if I go here, dash attack, go through... Alright, that's great. That was wonderful. Alright, and now I'm just on the village. You are just going to go here and help me. Oh, bash them and not take damage. Wonderful. Alright, this seems like a little bit lower weapon durability than iron weapons, which is interesting. Alright, and I can also just shove these guys out of the way, technically. Alright, I guess this is our first level up. Alright. Not the worst. Alright, that's healing available. You know what, we're just gonna go save this village with these two. Right, that guy doesn't move. Both of you have hatchets. You're gonna visit. You're from Kentranos? I didn't expect you to come to our aid when you're the ones who need help. Regardless, here's a little something for your troubles. The harvest goddess knows you'll need it more than we do. Pure water. Okay. There we go. I guess you'll just go in the middle. Oh, they just walked. That's not good. Can you use getaway? No. What? Okay. Do you have... Okay, so that's just fortune. What is your 10 with 100% to hit? Perfect. Alright, so then we just move here, broad axe, and then we restrain the other one. Perfect. Alright, there is certainly... Then if I go here... How does... He doesn't get to count... Oh, wait, he just has a broad axe, so he can't counterattack anyway. Yeah, you just take care of him with fireball. We'll worry about shoving someone with a vortex at a different point. Okay, I was more expecting a little bit of like a light brand style animation, but that works. We don't take damage if we just kill. All right, and I do like that the change for that it is like we're saving this place from our own countrymen that have just kind of gone rogue. I do really like that. It was very traditional to have a bandit map to start, but I do really like that. I like the tone of how everything is set up. Oh, we can actually just move through. Do we just use short sword? You'll have a hatchet. Wait, I think I can just take care of this one. You go dash attack, 4 mic, And then we attack with the short sword. Alright, Mithrius, you're starting to, Alright, you need... Someone is going to have to level strength. Probably gonna be, Astria, but I also don't know what magic does for you. Alright, so it could very much be... wait, is this another 100% to hit? Yeah. We're just gonna save our own. I like that Astria. I like the double. Don't be double. Doubles, but sorry. I'm mixing up my words. I like that she can't be doubled, but doesn't double. It makes things. Phaline, she's going to be the one to get strength. The light mage. Perfect. Hello, friend. Okay, I was just watching someone play Sacred Stones Reforged, and it was like just the Novala map not too long ago, so I just had to laugh at that. We got ourselves we got to see a shaman. You have a ranged weapon, and okay, that makes sense that it calls it a throne bonus, but I'm like, that, sir, is a gate. We need to get everyone over here. Now, does this refresh? Okay, recovers half the stacks at the start of the unit's turn. Okay, so we're good to have these two go this way, and you can visit here. What? Okay. You know, I guess... Oh, right, because I can't choose the... let's just send the basic healing for now, I think. Oh, they're... Both Phaline and Mithrius are lords. It's like having so they both have convoy access. That makes sense. Do you have a significant amount of crit? Not really. Okay, so from the damage reduction, that's just there. Alright, and it refreshes at the start of his turn. What does... I don't think I'm going to be able to push him off the throne. Can I dash? I'm sure the golden bracelets will fetch a pretty penny at the bazaar. You can have the bracelets if that's what you're after, but stop attacking innocent people. They do the same if they're in our position. No. It's time for us to take this matters into our own. Okay, so you can... Okay, that's interesting, because, like, there wasn't the square to be there, so I just dashed and nothing happened. So does... Okay, so there's one tenacity trigger. Okay, that's... I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Well, glad that he didn't hit 219s. Oh, my dash attack actually... I don't really want to check dash attack into items and then have it not happen. What is that? Okay, so that's not amazing. Right, but he already used to... I should have just moved Mithrius away. Right, you'll get the whatever tenacity back. Well, it's too late to back down now. Well, you could still back down and not have a giant axe in your face. Alright. Tenacity triggers. Hold on, can I just kill you with Feline? We roll with 99s. This isn't Thracia. Alright, magic speed and resistance. Those are good stats for a healer to have. Sure. And we get the elixir. Alright, that was a nice first chapter. I like that there's also the time pressure on it. But it wasn't really there. It's interesting that this did not have a difficulty choice. Sorry, I need a moment. It's a very kind thing to pray for the lost and their families. Alright, our troops need some time to recover, and we'll be walking for much longer to make up for the day. It's understanding that Mithrius is pretty torn up about this. It makes sense. Alright, everyone, praise be to the harvest goddess for this fine meal. Wait, is this chicken? Where did you get it from? Don't worry, it wasn't any of the healthy birds. One of our hens kicked the bucket last night, so I thought we'd put her to good use one last time. Besides, she was old anyway. We weren't going to get any more eggs out of her. She's giving us a real feast, that one. Our lord and lady gets some meat with her pottage, and we've got ourselves the makings for our signature skin and bones broth. Come on, Esther, you can't possibly make it through the day with just that. Done it plenty of times during the last famine. Add some wild garlic and a couple of dandelions, and it fills you up plenty. Just take some of the pottage. I'll have a third if I need to. I'm not having you and Estrada survive off of nothing. We'll be fine. I'm sure Estrada's had to deal with scraps during the famine years in Almadera. Speaking of, you got any poor man's recipes we can try, Estrada? It's not worth sharing. Any foods we grow during the famine aren't blessed by the harvest goddess, so they make us sick. You're better off eating rocks. Dang. You won't get sick, so eat up. You all can have my portion. Lord Mithrius, you need to eat as much as the rest of us. It's fine. You all need it more than me. Hunger clouds the mind from good... That is a true statement. I don't know what you're... I guess you are... There's a lot to study, but... Yeah. Ooh, so many saves. Cursed blood. That... What? Does that mean that the the area by famine is actually like the wrath of the dead goddess? Could be. Heavy heart, Mithrius pushes forward to the royal palace of Grandmere, and I think it's Freedsfort is where it's supposed to be, but I swear it's Fridedsfort. Mithrius worries not only about explaining the many Entranosi lives lost to his blade, but his own lack of experience in negotiations that he fears be his downfall in the coming months. Still, despite the recent turmoil, he hopes that his friend's guidance will set him on the right path. Alright. It's good to be back, even if it's for something like this. Maybe being in a familiar setting will help put you at ease. Let's hope so. His Royal Highness will see you now. Welcome, honored guests of Kentranos. We are pleased to have you. It puts me at ease to see you and your troops have made it safely. Godric, it's great to see you. We apologize for the short notice, but we are grateful to even have been granted an audience with you. There's no need for an apology. I am a busy man, but I will make time for my friends when I am able. Sorry to rush all this, Godric, but is it alright if we start the lessons on negotiation? Yes, of course. First, allow me to provide accommodations to your troops. Mina, please escort our guests to the designated rooms. See to it that the injured are placed in the care of our clerics. Yes, Your Highness. Guests down the right hall to the central room. The injured to the clerics and the infirmary over on the western tower of the outer bailey. Western tower of the inner bailey, dear. Inner bailey. Yes, my apologies, Your Highness. The outer bailey's for the troops. I won't forget next time. Please, this way, honored guests. Looks like another new hire. I don't remember her from last time. She's been in our service for a month now. A few mistakes here and there, but she's been catching on well. As much as I expect you will from your stay. Yeah, there's a lot I wanted to ask you before the summit, but with everything that's been going on, it seems all I'm learning are things I can't handle. You speak of the attack near the border, correct? Word travels fast, huh? I'm grateful that you defended the people of Grandmere. I understand the dilemma of having to turn your blade on your own to do so. That's the problem. I felt like I didn't have a choice. No choice is without consequence. To do right by one group could mean devastation for another. That is why it is crucial for the representatives of each of the 6 kingdoms to negotiate. Ah, yes, the text stuff of being that my actions will probably have consequences, and to determine the path of least resistance to ensuring the harvest goddess's blessings are shared equally. In a perfect world, I would share Grandmere's harvest with Kentranos for the next decade, but there is no guarantee that the remaining blessed kingdoms will seek to aid the remaining famished kingdoms. Blessings gives Zimagora and Almadera the luxury of choice, and they will choose to aid the kingdom that best suits their interest. Your job is to give them a reason to be interested in helping you. It is also the job of the representatives of Rimalot and Kyofu no Shima who will do everything in their power to overshadow you. So I'm just here to compete over who gets to starve and who doesn't. You compete for your preferences, but prepare yourself for the possible outcome that you will not get your first choice as an ally, and at worst, none may offer you aid. Godric, my people are going to die because of me. I don't know the first thing about negotiator. I don't care that the other representatives say to you, but you have to promise that you'll help me. Do everything in my power to ensure you receive aid. But for now, I'll teach you all that I can so you have the tools to appeal to any blessed kingdom. Alright. Yeah. Mithrius, this is... Yeah. It makes sense because with every 10 years being basically like crazy death, all the exits have been secured. I do want to say, like, because from what it sounds like, the famine isn't just, when he said that when Estrada said that the food makes you sick, it's like basically like rotating plague land is what it sounds like. So it's rough going, and Mithrius just having his older brother just abandon it and for whatever reason, is, yeah, I can understand why he's very torn up about this. And then, alright. Keep your focus on the Anos Prince. Alright. Alright. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, so they are going to be going straight for the prince. Alright, so the assassins are in the castle and going after us. Alright, so... Alright. So we are getting... So we're under attack. I do like this music for it. Our assassins are on the way here. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Mithrius. You are... Considering how worried you were about everything else, being like, oh, it's not actual assassins. My goodness, Mithrius. Come on. You do. Okay, so we have to survive. Wait, you haven't talked to... Alright. Aha, here's our thief. Wind swap, swap places, thief plus. Can lower speed at locks. Okay. Nice. Short sword. I wish I could steal all of their stuff. You have a wind sword. Wait. Oh, that's why you have the crit sword, and that's the... Alright, so they are specifically... Attack 9. The orders are to go after... Mithrius specifically. So I'm assuming that means a lot of these dudes are going to run for Mithrius. Can I open this? Okay, so that's not a real door. Okay, so if I move it, if I get everyone going this way, I can theoretically get the... have them moved. Why is that chest up there? I don't have enough keys for that. There are so many things that I want on this map. But I think that will probably have to be something for next time. Because if I start playing, I'm just going to go... I'm just going to keep going. But thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good time so far. This looks very promising, and I think I'm going to have a ton of fun with this. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video. See ya!